A major trend is emerging within Taiwan's tourism scene. As crowds retreat from popular tourist spots, these understated townships are quietly gaining traction, with overseas visitors now accounting for over 35% of their clientele. Eschewing commercial glamour, they offer authentic local vibes, hands-on traditional crafts, and hidden surprises nestled among the fields. What's driving this unexpected rise of these hidden gem towns? Today we delve into the secrets behind this phenomenon, unlocking a fresh approach to exploring Taiwan. This transformation in Taiwan's tourism industry is no accident. As early as 2018, the Taiwanese authorities' Tourism Bureau under the Ministry of Transportation and Communications launched the Small Town Leisure Year initiative, explicitly positioning rural areas as the core drivers of tourism transformation. That year saw a dedicated investment. Since its inception, the program has facilitated over 320 infrastructure upgrades, including trail renovations, car park expansions, and public toilet improvements. Key initiatives such as the ecological transformation of Guanshan's town-circling cycle path and the undergrounding of utility lines in Lukang Old Street have significantly enhanced visitor experiences. The leisure agriculture upgrade plan concurrently advanced by the Taiwan authorities. Council of Agriculture complements this effort. Between 2021 and 2024, 1.2 billion new Taiwan dollars has been invested to support township development of leisure agriculture, cultivating over 230 leisure farms and agri-fishery village experience sites with tourism reception capabilities. These projects are deeply integrated with the town's cultural and tourism resources, forming a fusion development model of agriculture plus tourism. Beyond policy guidance, shifting market demands have presented significant opportunities for small-town tourism development. The Taiwan Tourism Bureau's 2024 Taiwan Tourism Consumption Trend Survey report reveals that over 62% of domestic travelers prioritize nature experiences, cultural immersion, and leisure relaxation as core travel needs. Increasingly, visitors favor slower-paced, in-depth township among international visitors. Japanese and Southeast Asian tourists demonstrate a particularly pronounced preference for Taiwan's township culture. In 2024, 41% of overseas visitors to Taiwan designated township areas as essential destinations, with experiencing traditional crafts, sampling local cuisine, and participating in folk activities being the primary motivations. This shift in demand aligns closely with the inherent resources of these towns, propelling them from supporting roles to protagonists in tourism. The transformation journey of Guanshan in Taitung serves as a representative case. As a typical agricultural township in eastern Taiwan, Guanshan historically centered on rice cultivation as its core industry, with relatively limited tourism resources. In 2019, leveraging special funding from the Small Town Leisure Year initiative, Guanshan undertook ecological upgrades to its existing ring road network. This project created a 12-kilometer circular cycle path while simultaneously enhancing supporting facilities including trail signage, rest stations, and viewing platforms, with a total investment of 5.8 million new Taiwan dollars. To enrich the cultural significance of the trails, the local township office collaborated with community historians to catalog agricultural heritage, Hakka folklore, and natural ecology along the route. Illustrated information boards and audio guides were developed, accessible to visitors via QR codes. Furthermore, integrating the rice stock symbiosis ecological farming model, the Rice Field Ecology Tour experience was launched. Local farmers serve as guides, leading visitors into paddy fields to explain ecological cultivation techniques and offer hands-on experiences in rice planting and harvesting. These initiatives have significantly boosted Guanshan's tourism appeal, according to Guanshan Township Office statistics. The township's circular cycle path welcomed 1.26 million visitors in 2024, a 210% increase since 2018. Leisure agriculture-related revenue reached 89 million new Taiwan dollars, accounting for 37% of the township's total economic income. More importantly, the tourism industry's development has spurred local employment and industrial upgrading. Over 150 new jobs have been created in related sectors such as bicycle rentals, homestays, and catering. Some traditional farming households have transitioned into leisure agriculture operators, achieving a shift from making a living off the land to increasing income through scenic attractions. The transformation of Guanshan Clearwater Park has emerged as a highlight of ecological tourism. Previously marred by illegal dumping and river pollution, the park had become an eyesore affecting the city's appearance. In 2018, Guanshan Township Office launched an ecological restoration project, investing 5.2 million new Taiwan dollars to clear waste, rehabilitate waterways, and replant native vegetation. After over 3 years of systematic management, the park's ecological environment has markedly improved, becoming a permanent resting place for over 20 species of waterbirds, including egrets and night herons. Today, Kingshui Park stands as Guanshan's iconic ecological landmark, welcoming over 350,000 visitors in 2024. Complementary facilities such as an ecological interpretation center and leisure tea houses have flourished nearby, fostering a virtuous cycle of ecology plus recreation. Ancient craftsmanship within the town's alleyways remains a vital pillar of its charm. Under industrialization's impact, these traditional techniques, bearing historical memory, faced widespread challenges of generational discontinuity and market contraction. Taiwan has revitalized these ancient crafts through a dual-pronged approach of policy support and market operation, breathing new life into them via experiential inheritance and cultural innovation empowerment. This has become a core competitive edge for the town's cultural tourism industry. Since 2017, the Taiwanese authorities' Ministry of Culture has implemented the Traditional Craft Revitalization Program, with cumulative investments reaching 450 million new Taiwan dollars. This funding supports the establishment of traditional craft training centers, the cultivation of master artisans, and the development of cultural and creative products. By 2024, 65 such training centers had been established across Taiwan, covering 32 craft categories including wood, carving, mosaic art, weaving, and pottery, while nurturing over 800 young successors. Lukang stands as a representative case for traditional craft preservation and development. As a historic cultural town, Lukang preserves rich traditional craft resources. Among these, the wood carvings, stone carvings, and mosaic artistry at Longshan Temple represent the pinnacle of Minnan Temple architectural artistry, earning inclusion in Taiwan's important traditional crafts register. Constructed during the Qianlong era of the Qing dynasty, Longshan Temple's architectural ornamentation demanded immense craftsmanship. The 100 birds paying homage to the phoenix, wood carving adorning the main hall's crossbeam, was completed over 5 years by 3 master artisans. The camphor wood used for carving was sourced from trees over a century old, treated through multiple processes including sun-drying, air-drying, and insect-proofing to ensure millennia of preservation. The 100 birds depicted in the carving exhibit diverse forms and lifelike details, with meticulous attention to detail showcasing the exquisite craftsmanship of southern Fujian wood carving during the Qing dynasty. The cut and paste technique is renowned for its unique charm of creating pictures from broken porcelain. Artisans first sort discarded colored porcelain shards by color and shape, then use specialized scissors to cut them into minute pieces. Finally, using a paste of glutinous rice mixed with lime as adhesive, they meticulously pieced together each fragment onto the roof ridge ornaments, eaves corners, forming exquisite patterns of dragons, phoenixes, auspicious beasts, and floral motifs. Despite enduring a century of weathering, the kattan paste works on Lukang Longshan Temple's roof remain vividly colored and structurally intact, serving as vital physical evidence for studying traditional Minnan craftsmanship. To safeguard and perpetuate these traditional crafts, Lukang Township Office collaborated extensively with Taiwan's Ministry of Culture to transform the temples surrounding old lanes into a traditional craft culture district. Master Li Shiqin, age 78, stands as a representative inheritor of Lukang's paper-cut mosaic tradition. With 62 years dedicated to the craft, his family has practiced paper-cut mosaic for 3 generations. Master Li's workshop, nestled deep within Lukang's old street, serves both as his creative space and an officially recognized traditional craft training center. To nurture successors, Master Li has been employed by Lukang Township Office since 2019 as a part-time instructor for the Traditional Crafts program at the local vocational school. He teaches twice weekly, systematically imparting techniques including material selection, cutting, and mosaic assembly. By 2024, Master Li had trained 16 young successors, 4 of whom have since established their own studios. Experiential consumption has become a vital vehicle for traditional craft preservation. Master Li's studio offers cut and paste workshops where visitors, guided by the master or his apprentices, can create small-scale pieces such as porcelain tile bookmarks or miniature ridge ornament. Figurines. Experience fees range from 200 new Taiwan dollars to 800 new Taiwan dollars depending on the complexity of the work. In 2024, the studio welcomed 86,000 experiential visitors, generating 1.2 million new Taiwan dollars in experiential program revenue, accounting for 45% of total studio income. Concurrently, its ceramic mosaic-themed cultural products including decorative tiles, key rings, and postcards were sold via both online platforms and physical stores, achieving 380,000 new Taiwan dollars in sales that year. Lukang Township Office regularly hosts the Traditional Craft Festival. The 2024 edition attracted participation from 28 traditional craft studios across Taiwan, featuring craft exhibitions, skill competitions, and cultural markets. The event drew 120,000 visitors, driving an 18% increase in revenue for surrounding catering and accommodation businesses. Yuanli Township in Miaoli County has pioneered a traditional plus modern creative upgrade for its rush weaving craft. Rush grass, also known as lynx grass, is a native Taiwanese herb renowned for its resilience, breathability, and eco-friendly biodegradability. Yuanli's rush weaving craft boasts over 300 years of history. At its peak in the 1960s, over 1,200 villagers practiced rush weaving, with products like straw hats and mats exported to Japan and Southeast Asia, generating annual revenues of 120 million new Taiwan dollars and becoming a pillar industry. However, with the proliferation of synthetic fiber products, the rush grass weaving industry gradually declined from the 1990s onwards. By 2010, fewer than 50 villagers in the entire town were engaged in rush grass weaving, placing the craft's transmission at risk of discontinuation. To rescue this traditional craft, Miaoli County Government and Yuanli Township Office jointly invested $8.5 million in 2010 to establish the Yuanli Lingkao Cultural Center, spanning 1,200 square meters. The center systematically documents the complete process of lingkao cultivation, harvesting, drying, and weaving. It houses over 300 artifacts including woven items, tools, and historical photographs spanning different eras. The center features training classrooms and creative workshops, inviting seasoned lingkao weavers as instructors to conduct regular complementary weaving workshops. By 2024, 168 training sessions had been held, cultivating over 3,200 participants. Among these, more than 230 have become lingkao weaving enthusiasts, while 45 have transitioned into part-time or full-time weaving artisans. Concurrently, the center collaborates with design institutions such as Taiwan Arts University and Xichen University, inviting professional designers to develop lingkao products. By integrating traditional craftsmanship with contemporary design concepts, over 120 cultural and creative items have been created, including lingkao bouquets, bags, home decor pieces, and fashion accessories, transcending the conventional limitations of lingkao artifacts. In market operations, the Yuanli Lingkao Cultural Center established a production sales system for cultural and creative products through a cooperative plus artisan plus designer model. In 2015, the Yuanli Lingkao Weaving Production and Sales Cooperative was formed by weaving artisans, farmers, and cultural center staff. The cooperative centrally procures raw materials, connects with designer resources, and manages product sales, ensuring stable income for artisans. In 2024, the cooperative achieved sales of 15.6 million new Taiwan dollars, boosting the income of 58 weaving artisans with an average annual increase of 28,000 new Taiwan dollars per household. The Lingkao Weaving Experience Program has become a cultural tourism highlight. Cha Training Center in Beipu Old Street. Senior Leicha artisans conduct complimentary training sessions, with 42 courses held in 2024 training 860 participants. 12 Leicha experience shops have clustered around the center. In Arding-R4 Leicha, related businesses in Beipu Old Street generated 12 million new Taiwan dollars in revenue, accounting for 28% of the street's total income. The woodworking craftsmanship of Saogang is renowned for its intricate carving and rigorous structural design. Designated by the Taiwan authorities' Ministry of Culture as a key development project for traditional crafts, 120 million new Taiwan dollars was invested to establish the Saogang Woodworking Industrial Park. By 2024, the park had attracted 32 woodworking enterprises and studios, forming an industrial cluster integrating production, sales, experiential activities, and heritage transmission. In 2024, the park's total output value reached 180 million new Taiwan dollars, with 58 carpentry training courses held, cultivating 120 young inheritors. Local cuisine embodies the town's charm through taste and serves as a vital pillar supporting cultural tourism development. Taiwan's township culinary sector follows the approach of local ingredients as the foundation, traditional craftsmanship as the core, and cultural tourism integration as the pathway, establishing a complete industrial loop of agriculture plus catering plus tourism. This model preserves authentic local flavor while enhancing economic value. Policy initiatives such as between 2021 and 2024, 210 million new Taiwan dollars was invested to support townships in developing distinctive culinary resources, establishing food brands, and enhancing catering infrastructure. By 2024, 38 townships across Taiwan had attained Taiwan Culinary Town certification. These towns now generate an average of 42% of their cultural and tourism revenue from catering services, establishing themselves as vital engines for local economic growth. The development of Taitung's Guanshan rice box exemplifies the integration of agriculture and catering. Situated in Taitung's longitudinal valley plain, Guanshan boasts favorable climate and fertile soil, making it a premier rice-growing region in Taiwan. Its Guanshan rice has repeatedly won Taiwan's Rice Gold Award, renowned for plump grains, soft and glutinous texture, and rich aroma. The core competitiveness of Guanshan rice boxes stems from this premium ingredient base. Locally, an ecological cultivation model known as rice-duck symbiosis is employed, where ducks are raised in the rice paddies. The ducks consume weeds and pests, while their droppings serve as natural fertilizer, eliminating the need for chemical pesticides and fertilizers. This approach not only safeguards rice quality but also enhances ecological value. According to statistics from the Guanshan Township Farmers Association, the 2024 cultivation area for Guanshan ecological rice reached 1,200 hectares, yielding 7,800 tons. 30% of this harvest supplies local catering establishments, particularly the bento industry. The standardized development of Guanshan's bento sector owes much to the proactive efforts of the local government and Farmers Association. In 2019, Guanshan Township Office collaborated with the Agricultural Association to establish the Guanshan Bento Quality Standards. These regulations clearly define requirements for ingredient sourcing, production techniques, hygiene standards, and packaging specifications. They mandate that rice used in bentos must be locally grown ecological rice, with priority given to locally sourced accompaniments such as cabbage, carrots, and bamboo shoots cultivated in the area, alongside locally reared pork and chicken. Concurrently, the township office invested 1.8 million new Taiwan dollars to upgrade and renovate the lunchbox shops. A unified packaging design was introduced, incorporating cultural elements such as Guanshan's rice paddies and cycle paths to enhance brand recognition. By 2024, Guanshan hosts 23 lunchbox shops, 5 of which have operated for over 30 years and earned Guanshan Heritage Lunchbox Shop certification. Guanshan Heritage Lunchbox Shop, Granny's Lunchbox, Long Valley Lunchbox, Ricefield Fragrance Lunchbox, and Mountain Water Lunchbox. Guanshan Old Established Bento Shop stands as the region's most iconic heritage establishment. Operated by 3 generations of the Lin family since its 1972 founding. It began as a modest stall beside Guanshan Railway Station serving simple meals to passing travelers. Today, the shop has evolved into a 120 square meter formal restaurant employing 15 staff, selling over 800 bento boxes daily with peak period. Sales reaching 1,200, the establishment adheres to traditional preparation methods. Braised pork requires locally reared free-range black pork, slow-cooked for over 2 hours with soy sauce, rock sugar, star anise, and cinnamon until tender and richly flavored. Accompanying braised eggs undergo an 8-hour marinating process, while the pickled mustard greens are made from locally grown mustard, offering a crisp, tangy texture. To accommodate visitors' carry-away needs, the shop offers vacuum-packed lunch gift boxes using biodegradable eco-friendly packaging, priced between 120 new Taiwan dollars and 180 new Taiwan dollars per set. Sales of these vacuum-packed gift boxes reached 6.8 million new Taiwan dollars in 2024, with products distributed across Kinmen, Matsu, and Taiwan proper. According to shop manager Lin Wensheng, total revenue reached 15.8 million new Taiwan dollars in 2024, a 135% increase since 2018, with tourist spending accounting for 65% of turnover. Tourism has become the primary driver of the shop's income growth. Lukang meatball soup, renowned for its authentic Minnan flavor, has become a culinary calling card attracting visitors. The craft of preparing Lukang meat soup has been passed down for centuries, centered on the preparation of its broth. Bonito flakes sourced from the eastern Taiwanese seas are combined with pork shank bones and simmered for over 6 hours until the broth becomes rich and milky white. Fresh bamboo shoots and shiitake mushrooms grown locally are then added, followed by pork leg meat that has been tenderized and marinated. The result is a dish with a fresh, mellow flavor and tender, succulent meat. Lukang Old Street hosts 16 meat soup establishments, among which Laolong Shi Meat Soup Shop holds the longest operating history at 58 years, standing as the quintessential representative of Lukang's meat soup tradition. Operated by the Wang family, Current proprietor Wang Jinlong began learning the craft from his father at age 16. He upholds traditional handmade methods, serving a daily limit of 300 bowls, often leaving late visitors disappointed. To enhance Lukang Meat Soup's brand influence, the Lukang Township office launched the Lukang Meat Soup Cultural Festival in 2020, inviting all 16 local shops. The event featured meat soup making competitions, culinary tastings, and cultural lectures, attracting over 80,000 visitors. Concurrently, the township office collaborated with meat soup shops to launch the Lukang Meat Soup Experience Package, featuring meat soup tasting, hands-on preparation sessions, and guided tours of the old street. Priced at 350 new Taiwan dollars, the package sold 12,000 units in 2024, driving a 42% increase in related revenues. According to Lukang Township Office statistics, meat soup eateries along Lukang Old Street welcomed 5 amping old-fashioned tea. House blends tea culture with local lifestyle aesthetics to create a distinctive cultural tourism experience. Situated in Tainan City, Amping is a historic port town with deep-rooted tea culture, having served as a vital hub for the tea trade since the Ming and Qing dynasties. Many of Amping's old-fashioned tea houses are housed within traditional Minnan arcade buildings, preserving architectural elements such as antique wooden windows, doors, and brick carvings to evoke a rich historical ambience. The tea houses exclusively source high-mountain teas cultivated locally in Taiwan, such as Alishan Oolong, Dongding Oolong, and Sun Moon Lake Black Tea. Procurement is conducted directly with tea farmers, eliminating intermediaries. This approach not only guarantees tea quality but also enhances farmers' incomes. The Amping Old-Fashioned Tea House Association was established in 2017 and currently has 28 member establishments. The association promotes standardized development within the tea house industry by setting service standards, unifying brand imagery, and conducting joint promotional campaigns. In 2024, the association organized the Amping Tea Culture Festival, featuring tea tasting sessions, tea art performances, and tea snack making experiences. This event attracted 86,000 visitors and drove a 25% increase in industry revenue. All accompanying tea snacks are homemade, such as mung bean cakes, juju paste biscuits, and pineapple tarts. Crafted from local ingredients, they boast a delicate texture and sweet yet not cloying flavor that perfectly complements the tea's aroma. Among these, the mung bean cakes from Amping Old Tea Shop are particularly renowned. Crafted from premium mung bean flour, sugar, and fats through multiple stages of mixing, pressing, and baking, they contain no preservatives and have a short shelf life, ensuring optimal texture and freshness. In 2024, sales of these cakes reached 2.8 million new Taiwan dollars, accounting for 32% of the tea house's total revenue. The town's culinary industry has further catalyzed the refinement of its upstream and downstream supply chains. Taking Guanshan's rice, it has spurred growth in local agricultural sectors including rice cultivation, pig farming, and vegetable growing. In 2024, the total value of locally sourced ingredients rice, pork, and vegetables supplied to the rice box industry reached 32 million new Taiwan dollars, benefiting over 280 farming households. Lukang's meatball soup industry similarly catalyzed local bamboo shoot cultivation, shiitake mushroom farming, and bonito flake processing, forming a complete industrial chain from ingredient cultivation to culinary consumption. This virtuous cycle of catering driving agriculture supporting catering, not only enhances the town's economic resilience but also safeguards the authentic flavors of its local cuisine. The authentic flavor of daily life constitutes the most captivating charm of Taiwan's small towns. This atmosphere of coexistence between locals and visitors differs from the commercialized creation of traditional tourist attractions, stemming instead from the long-established lifestyles and governance models of the local residents. Throughout Taiwan's small-town cultural tourism development, local governments have consistently prioritized lifestyle integration through rational business planning and resident participatory governance. They balance visitor experiences with daily life, preserving authentic local vibrancy while meeting tourists' demands for immersive encounters. The Townscape Transformation Program, jointly launched by Taiwan's Ministry of the Interior and Tourism Bureau, has made coexistence between locals and visitors its core objective. Between 2018 and 2024, a cumulative investment of 320 million new Taiwan dollars has supported the transformation of 46 towns across Taiwan. The initiative focuses on enhancing public space quality, regulating commercial activities, and unearthing local culture, achieving a win-win outcome of tourism development and improved quality of life. Beipu Old Street in Hsinchu exemplifies this host-guest symbiosis model. As a key stronghold of Taiwan's Hakka culture, Beipu's Old Street dates back to the Daoguang period of the Qing dynasty. Spanning approximately 800 meters, it preserves numerous traditional Hakka structures including red brick arcades, Hakka walled compounds, and ancient temples reflecting profound cultural heritage. Unlike heavily commercialized old streets, Beipu has consistently maintained a business structure where resident living takes precedence over tourist experiences. According to 2024 statistics from the Beipu Township Office, the Old Street hosts 126 shops. Of these, 72% are locally owned by indigenous residents, encompassing establishments such as pound tea shops, noodle bars, Hakka handicraft boutiques, and general stores. Only 28% are tourist-oriented businesses operated by external investors. These resident-run establishments operate in sync with the local rhythm, typically opening around 9 a.m. and closing by 6 p.m. They do not extend hours to cater to tourists, and some even temporarily close during peak farming seasons. This unhurried approach allows visitors to experience authentic Hakka daily life. Auntie Chan Jinmai, aged 65, has run her pounded tea shop in Beipu Old Street for 31 years. Her establishment lacks a prominent sign, displaying only a handwritten wooden plaque reading traditional pounded tea at the entrance. The 40 square meter space houses 6 wooden tables and chairs, with walls adorned by photographs of Auntie Chan and her family alongside Hakka folk ornaments. Each morning, Auntie Chan first visits the Old Streets market to procure that day's ingredients: tea leaves, sesame seeds, peanuts before returning to prepare the materials and tidy the shop. She often pauses to chat with neighbors from adjacent stalls. When visitors enter, she patiently explains the pounded tea preparation method, inviting them to experience the process firsthand. From grinding the ingredients to brewing and stirring, offering meticulous guidance at every stage. Throughout the experience, she actively shares Hakka folklore tales from Beipu, such as the origins of the Lantern Festival, oil paper lantern procession, and traditional Hakka ancestor worship customs. This allows visitors to delve deeper into Hakka culture beyond the culinary experience. Without commercial promotion, Auntie Chan's shop has become a viral sensation on Beipu Old Street through its authentic flavors and sincere service. In 2024, it welcomed 72,000 visitors, generating 860,000 new Taiwan dollars in revenue. According to Auntie Chan, her clientele includes both regulars and new visitors drawn by word-of-mouth recommendations. Many tourists purchase her homemade pound tea powder to take home after their experience, with powder sales reaching 230,000 new Taiwan dollars in 2024, accounting for 27% of total revenue. More significantly, Auntie Chan's shop serves as a bridge between visitors and local residents. Many locals drop by during leisure hours to enjoy tea and conversation, allowing tourists to experience authentic Hakka life through these interactions. Beipu Old Street's coexistence of locals and visitors also benefits from scientific business planning and governance models. The Beipu Township Office collaborated with the Old Street Business Association and resident representatives to formulate the Beipu Old Street Business Development Regulations. These clearly stipulate the business categories, decoration styles, and signage requirements for shops along the Old Street, preventing excessive commercialization and homogenized competition. For instance, shops are prohibited from operating vulgar entertainment venues or excessively noisy businesses. Decor must harmonize with traditional Hakka architecture, while signage must use wooden or fabric materials, avoiding large LED light boxes. Concurrently, the township office invested 2.8 million new Taiwan dollars to renovate the Old Street's public spaces. This included repairing red brick pavements, installing additional seating, and planting Hakka-specific flora to enhance visitor comfort. The Business District Association, comprised of local residents and shop operators, oversees daily environmental maintenance, event planning, and dispute mediation. In 2024, the association organized 48 environmental cleanup activities with resident volunteers and hosted 12 Hakka folk events, effectively promoting community participation in town governance. Taiwan's towns offer distinctive scenery and activities throughout the year, creating a pattern of scenic views and enjoyable visits in all seasons. Spring March May sees romantic showers of tung blossoms in Jufen. New Taipei City. Government collaborates with the Commercial District Association to maintain over 20 kilometers of tung blossom trails. The Jufen Tung Blossom Festival features music performances and cultural exhibitions, attracting over 600,000 visitors in 2024 and boosting related industry revenues by 30%. The firefly displays along the Tamsui River and in Nanzhuang Valley are highly sought after. Local conservation measures, including designated protected areas and reservation systems, safeguard the ecosystem, with Nanzhuang's viewing zones fully booked within a week. Summer June-August sees Nanzhuang's 42 natural hot springs and wild stream baths become popular summer retreats. Over 2 million new Taiwan dollars has been invested in standardized management to ensure safety and water quality. The Guanshan Ringtown Cycle Path offers comfortable summer cycling, with the association providing comprehensive support services. During summer 2024, daily bicycle rentals exceeded 500 units. September to November, the Chishan Golden Rice Fields Art Festival holds profound influence. In 2024, themed narratives of the land, it attracted over 20 domestic and international artists, featuring 12 performances and 8 installation artworks. Running for 2 months, it drew over 800,000 visitors, boosting industrial revenue by 45%. Bowling Avenue became a photographer's paradise, enhancing its reputation through restricted commercial development and hosting photography competitions. The maple red landscapes of Jufen and Nanzhuang resemble fairy tale realms. Local authorities introduced viewing maps and shuttle services, attracting over 1 million visitors during autumn 2024. Lukang's century-old Mid-Autumn Moon festival celebrations drew an average of over 30,000 visitors daily in 2024. During the winter months December to February, Beipu's Hakka rice wine chicken emerges as a signature dish, accounting for over 40% of the Old Street's catering sales. The Dapochi Migratory Bird Sanctuary attracts thousands of wintering birds, with facilities like observation decks and dedicated shuttle services ensuring visitor safety. Winter 2024 saw daily visitor numbers exceed 800. The birthday celebrations for the Clearwater Ancestor Temple in Sangsha, a tradition spanning over 300 years, drew more than 500,000 visitors in 2024, boosting tourism revenue by 35%. Taiwan's small towns exhibit a distinctive fusion of diverse ethnic cultures. Beyond Beipu's Hakka cultural experiences, Nanzhuang's Hakka indigenous symbiosis presents unique characteristics, enriching cultural expressions through cross-disciplinary integration in gastronomy and folk traditions. Guanshan, meanwhile, deeply integrates Hakka culture with agricultural production, creating distinctive pastoral cultural landscapes. Taiwan provides robust support for multicultural preservation through legislative safeguards and specialized subsidies. At the town level, this is manifested through regularized folk activities and contextualized cultural experiences, making ethnic cultures tangible and accessible. Indigenous cultures serve as vital cultural calling cards for Taiwan's towns. Nanzhuang's Shangtang Lake, a sacred site for the Saisiat tribe, hosts an annual tribal harvest festival in August that fully preserves traditional ritual ceremonies and songan dance forms. Complementary cultural museums and creative workshops facilitate the living transmission and commercial adaptation of indigenous culture, with totemic silver jewelry and other cultural products achieving annual sales exceeding 800,000 new Taiwan dollars. Indigenous homestays in Qishang integrate cultural elements into accommodation experiences, offering distinctive cuisine and handicraft workshops to immerse visitors in indigenous cultural charm. The township office's promotion of cultural and festival integration further amplifies the influence of indigenous culture. The deep integration of traditional crafts with cultural tourism has further consolidated the town's cultural competitiveness. Through models such as industry-academia collaboration and experiential consumption, each township safeguards craftsmanship inheritance while achieving industrial value enhancement, forming a virtuous cycle of sustainable development. Taiwan's township outdoor leisure offerings center on the slow living ethos, creating diverse and eco-friendly experiential systems. The Dapochi canoe experience strictly separates ecological conservation zones from recreational areas, utilizing non-motorized vessels and implementing visitor capacity controls to balance leisure activities with ecological preservation. Beipu Green World Eco Farm's Starlit Camping Project, leveraging its low light pollution, has become a popular choice for family science education and relaxation. Nanzhuang's Fairy Valley Trail combines gorge and waterfall scenery with Atial cultural legends, enriching the cultural depth of the hiking experience. Additionally, trails such as the Tamsui Hue Fort Trail and Jufan Golden Waterfall Trail organically blend natural landscapes with historical memory. Taiwan's townships offer systematic travel guidance to facilitate visitor journeys. Optimal travel periods extend throughout all seasons, allowing visitors to choose according to their preferences. Regarding transport, Western townships boast well-developed networks accessible via public transport or private vehicles. Eastern and mountainous townships are best explored by car or through organized tours, with some towns offering bicycle hire. Accommodation prioritizes locally distinctive guest houses, predominantly run by residents. These establishments immerse guests in regional culture while offering practical travel, advice, and value-added services. The core travel ethos emphasizes slowing down and engaging deeply, recommending 1 to 2 day stays per town. Visitors are encouraged to explore alleyways, interact with locals, and immerse themselves in authentic lifestyles and cultural heritage for true relaxation. Beyond well-known experiences, Taiwan's towns harbor many niche and intriguing activities. These hidden gems often yield unexpected delights. In Yuanli, Miaoli, alongside traditional rush weaving workshops, visitors can join veteran farmers for rush harvesting experiences. June to July marks the season when lingcao matures. Farmers guide visitors in identifying the grass, using traditional sickles for harvesting, and then collectively drying the cut stalks in the fields. As sunlight filters through, the golden lingcao against blue skies and white clouds creates a soothing, pastoral tableau. After harvesting, the farmers weave simple wreaths from the fresh grass to gift to visitors. This earthy present offers a rare, heartwarming memory for city dwellers. Even more charmingly, during harvest season, the Yuanli Township office hosts the Rice Straw Drying Ground concert. Local folk singers perform seated beside piles of straw, their melodies mingling with the rustle of straw swaying in the breeze. Visitors may sit freely among the straw stacks to listen, occasionally joined in chorus by passing villagers.